Hey everyone, it's Bridget. Welcome back to our vlog channel. So today's video is all about Air Force BMT. I am so excited. JC is almost done. Today's the 16th and I see him the 26th. So about 10 more days. Super excited. So today I thought I would talk to you guys about like my experience and give you some like tips and tricks if your boyfriend and girlfriend is about to go into BMT, or if they like just started, or if they're in the middle of it, or whatever. Okay, so a little bit about our relationship. We have been dating, oh my gosh, I think it'll be 4 years in August, which is crazy. But here's a picture of JC if you're new to our channel. So yeah, our 4-year anniversary will be in August. So we've been dating for a while, although our entire relationship has been long distance. So my opinions on a few things might be like a little bit different than someone who's just had like a regular relationship. But yeah, let's get into it. So JC found out, or like he started thinking about the Air Force about a year ago, like last spring. He started thinking about it, and then he got all signed up for everything, I think in August. And then he got his like contract in October. And that was like in October, when you get your contract, they get the ship out date for basic training. So that was just like a countdown in October. And then he went to basic training December 6th. So it's like a little bit less than 2 months. I felt really bad for him though, being away like during the holidays, but the one bright side for me was that I was so distracted with like family and everything going on during that time, so it kind of helped me out a little bit, even though it's like really selfish to say. But okay, so he had left December 6th. I remember I was talking to him while he was on the bus. I was like trying to talk to him every second I could before he left, and then he said, okay, I think we're getting close, I gotta go, love you, bye. And that was like probably the hardest moment I've had so far, just because like hearing him for like the last time, I didn't know when I was gonna hear him until graduation. That was really like, that night for me was really hard. I was like crying the entire night. But although after like a day or two it got better, I don't know, I kind of thought he was just like on vacation and I would be talking to him in like a week or two. Also, that was right during like my final exam, so I was very occupied with studying and all of that. And like, I know some people say as you go on it gets easier, but I don't know, because in the beginning I felt like he was just on vacation, and we've had that before, we couldn't talk for a while because one of us was on vacation, so that's kind of what like I took it as. But then like as it got longer, like after a few weeks, I was like, okay, he's not on vacation, like I'm not going to be able to talk to him for a while. So it's kind of gotten harder, but now because we're so close to being over, like it's less than 2 weeks away, graduation, it's also gotten easier. I don't know, it's weird, like it's hard because I feel like each day like I miss him more and more, but it's also easier because I see like, okay, it's coming up, it's less than 2 weeks away, I'm gonna see him. So it's just been like a crazy roller coaster, like an emotional roller coaster for me. One thing though that has made it like kind of easier for me was because we were in a long distance relationship. I am used to not seeing him like in person every day. I've gone like this amount of time and even more not seeing him in person, but the hardest part is not texting, not having someone to call when I'm like freaking out, not having to Skype with, like not just having zero communication with him. That has been hard. I will get into like letters and phone calls, but it's pretty much like no communication, which that has been very hard for me. So if you're unfamiliar, they basically, from my understanding, they get their phones taken away right when they arrive. And then the next day, I think they call like their mom or dad, tell them they're there, and then like the phones go away again. And because JC was over there during the holidays, I actually heard from him on Christmas Eve, which I was so excited about that. I was not expecting that. I think they have like a certain amount of time that they are allowed to talk. I don't know if it's like 10, 20 minutes, but he calls his parents and then calls me and just uses up like the remainder time on me. So on Christmas Eve, it was like 7 or 8 minutes. And then they got another phone call on New Year's Eve, which I really was not expecting that. And I actually missed the call. I was so mad. I missed it by like 3 minutes, but then I listened to the voicemail and it was literally like, hey, love you, I gotta go, bye. So I don't know if maybe they didn't have like as much time then. And then I heard from him actually last week for like the end of week 4. And that was just like, hi, like quick, that was maybe like a 3-minute phone call. And he told me though at the end of week 6, which should be the 20th, 20th, 21st, they get another call. So we'll see. I'm crossing my fingers he gets to call me. We'll see. It also depends on like the flight, I think. Like if you and everyone in your dorm, I think they call the flight, I don't know. If everyone's like good and is on like has good behavior, then they give you more time to call. But obviously if you guys mess something up or do something wrong, you don't get as much. So that like the phone calls can vary. And I don't know, I don't think they get as much, like especially because he was away during the holidays. I feel they might give him more because videos I've watched about this, it's like they've only received like 1 or 2 phone calls. I don't know. I guess the whole thing varies. Okay, so now letters. I actually filmed a video of me opening up letters from JC. I haven't decided if I'm going to upload it or not, but if I decided to upload it, it will be up before this video, so make sure you go check it out. So far I've received 2 letters from JC, and it has like, basically we only have like less than 2 weeks left. So I'm crossing my fingers for one more, but I'm not like expecting it. I feel like at this point it's just so busy and there's so many things for graduation going on. So I'm not expecting any more, but honestly I wasn't expecting a ton to begin with because like there's me to write, he's his mom to write, his dad to write, like grandparents, he has a lot of like extended family to write. So I just wasn't expecting a lot, even though like I would love more. I just didn't get my hopes up. And that's another thing I would suggest, to not get your hopes up for like phone calls or letters. Just kind of go into it with like not expecting any, and then when you do receive a phone call or a letter, it'll be like a nice little surprise. But I have been writing him every single day. I haven't always got the letters out every single day. Like sometimes I will put 2 days of letters in one envelope just because like I forget to mail it out or whatever. But yeah, and one thing that I would definitely recommend is to keep your letters as positive as you can. I have definitely had a few days where I was not positive in my letters just because like the day was not going well, stuff was like just not good happening, and I really miss him obviously too. So there have been a few days where the letters haven't been the best, and now looking back I kind of regret that and feel bad that I sent him like negative letters. But definitely keep them as positive as you can, even though like what we're doing, staying here while they're away, is hard. What they are doing I feel like is so much harder. So you gotta keep that in mind. You want your letters to be something that will like uplift their mood and just give them like the little bit more power and strength to get through it, because what they're doing is so hard. I know you can't send packages, and I've been keeping my letters very just like boring. Like I would like to add like stickers and stuff, but I'm not sure if it will be taken away. Like I don't know all the rules, so I've just been keeping them kind of boring. I have sent down a few pictures. That's another thing I would recommend, is to send down pictures. I don't know how many they can have. I've only sent down JC a few just because I don't want to send down too many and him get in trouble. So that's another thing I would check. So overall, my experience has been interesting. It is definitely hard. It's not easy, but I don't know, I just kind of been taking one day at a time. Some days I am like great, others I cry a lot. So everyone's different. Know what they are doing is like a lot harder, and yeah, don't expect a lot of phone calls or letters in return. But yeah, that is my experience. It has been interesting. I am so excited for it to be over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am also thinking about doing like an updated video or like a Q&A once he is completely done and like after graduation. So if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. I also plan on vlogging during his graduation weekend, so if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!